Warning, this just might be the most convoluted, nerdy, cringe drama you've ever heard. Listen, if you're a Minecrafter, you might have heard of the MultiMC launcher, you might have heard of the PolyMC launcher, and you also might have heard of the Prism Launcher. Now, suspiciously, all of these launchers look almost identical, okay? How can this happen? Is someone getting sued? What's going on here? So all of these launchers are essentially doing the same thing, which is creating, these containerized instances of Minecraft that are kind of like all separated from each other. It's great for, mod packs, things like that. So all three of these launchers are open source. Basically that means anyone could take a look at the code and, essentially contribute to it. And some open source projects have a license, which, depending on what the license says, will allow people to fork the code, which essentially is like creating a copy of it, which is why all three of these projects look shockingly similar, okay? It's because they're using the same kind of like underlying code. In fact, I'm even getting deja vu here, just like switching between these two websites, okay? Goddamn. So MultiMC is essentially the first iteration of all these programs. They're kind of like the creators of this application, right? And from that came PolyMC, the first fork of the project. And they have a post over here which explains the drama. Okay, we're going to get into it. So here they're saying the project emerged out of frustration with the MultiMC project. The founders had disagreements with the maintainers of MultiMC. But like, what type of disagreements are we talking about, right? Like, did someone get killed? Did some crazy happen? Well, no, actually. The answer is quite a bit more autistic. That's right, guys. In order to even begin to understand what's going on here, I'm going to have to talk a little bit about Linux. So Linux has these things called package managers, which is similar to the Microsoft Store on Windows or, the App Store on like a smartphone. It's a place where people can upload their applications, and it essentially makes it easy for users to download new updates, right? So whenever you see a Linux version, type in this command, sudo apt update. That's essentially going to go in and, update all of their applications. This page links to a deleted Reddit thread. Where the f was it? Right here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, our story starts on Arch Linux. Listen, you don't really need to know what Arch Linux is, but basically it has this thing called the Arch user repository, a place where any Arch user can, upload any program. Think of it as like a more scuffed app store just for Arch Linux users. So the story starts with Arch Linux users not having a, easy to install package for MultiMC. And then the Arch user repository was like, fine, I'll do it myself. Now look, it's also important to note that MultiMC is completely separate from, the Arch user repository. This is just a bunch of random making a easy to install thing for Arch Linux. All right, so what I can gather is that both the AUR and MultiMC were kind of chill for a little bit. And that was until Microsoft came in and essentially required API keys in order to log into your Minecraft account. What this means is that everyone at the Arch user repository got completely cucked because they didn't have, a Microsoft API key, meaning, no one could log into their Minecraft account. According to the Reddit post here, it would have been simple for Pederix, the creator of MultiMC, to allow people to have their own, API key in order for them to log in. But Pederix basically decided to be a bitch and not allow people to do that. So yeah, the creator of MultiMC basically cucked every single Arch Linux user, and he also accused them of trademark infringement, okay? Now, it's actually worth pointing out that all of the Arch were completely within their right to host their own package of MultiMC, and that was because at the time, MultiMC had what's called an Apache license, which basically means, anyone can basically do whatever the f they want with your code. So yeah, Arch users were pretty pissed off. So the Arch Linux army absolutely rose up here and, made their grievances known to the MultiMC dev, who eventually created an AUR package for the Arch Linux homies. But basically this package was super and kind of broke the rules of the AUR. The big problem was that MultiMC's AUR package downloaded an installer from the web and installed it that way, which is a huge no-no. The AUR only wants you to, install everything from the AUR, okay? They don't want you to download like an external installer and install it that way, okay? Are you guys following? Jesus Christ. At this point, guys, the Arch users had absolutely had enough and decided to create their own MultiMC package again. To quote the creator of the new package here, he didn't use any assets from the GitHub repo, but Pederix immediately started commenting that this is not acceptable, but he ignored him, okay? Absolute Giga Chad. Listen, this is where things start to get a little bit complicated, okay? So we got Shuang Yupian over here, okay? He made MultiMC bin, which was completely legal, completely okay? He didn't use any assets or whatever from MultiMC, so he was basically good to go, right? Then you have this over here, Lenny Lennington, all right? He made this package called MultiMC Git, which was pretty sus. It used MultiMC's Microsoft API key, which the owner of MultiMC really didn't like. And so this filed a deletion request for MultiMC Git, okay? He claims that they stole the client ID from MultiMC, which is basically Microsoft's API key stuff. He also claims trademark infringement, which is pretty wild, okay? Especially since there was a goddamn Apache license, okay? And then he also claims total disrespect for the original project and all of its contributors. Listen, guys. Lenny is not beating the disrespect allegations, okay? So, Petrix's request for deletion was completely shot the f down. The maintainer in the comments section is entirely correct. There is no illegal distribution of anything, okay? Absolutely vindicated. Please note that working with the community rather than antagonizing everyone is a much better option. Oh my god! Unfortunately, guys, there was another deletion request by a guy called Spurg512, okay? And unfortunately, guys, Spurg512 actually had some good points. This package installs to the home directory. Oh my god, no shot. So yeah, guys, F in the chat for MultiMC bin. We had a good run. So at this point, Petrix is so ass mad that he removes the Debian package of MultiMC, okay? This is a much bigger deal because all of the Ubuntu users are getting cucked, okay? The most popular Linux distro is getting cucked because of drama on the Arch user repository. All right, so wrapping up the absolutely thrilling MultiMC saga, we got Shuangyu Pian as the last man standing, okay? And what's really funny is that this guy is basically maintaining the Arch package out of spite, okay? Quote, I haven't played Minecraft since the Microsoft acquisition, and the only reason I'm maintaining this is due to Petrix's refusal of providing a better quality package. Bro doesn't even play the game, and he's still maintaining the package, okay? What an absolute legend. What an absolute top G. Snap back to reality. We're back at the PolyMC fork. Yeah, that's how this project started. Everyone got fed up with the owner of MultiMC for being a bitch, and they made PolyMC. Okay, so I don't really understand this 100%, but basically MultiMC's license is a lot more restrictive than PolyMC's license, which is using GPL3. Basically, any additions or any code added to PolyMC is going to be under the GPL3 license, which MultiMC does not have, okay? This means that any cool that's added to PolyMC can't get back into MultiMC because they don't have the GPL3 license. So if some cool shit gets added here, MultiMC is completely cucked. God damn, we're almost out of the PolyMC arc, guys, don't worry. But one last piece of drama here. Basically, they contacted MultiMC to, ask if they wanted to be credited in their documentation. And the response was, so you're associated with that? Leave. May it burn in hell. Okay. Not gonna lie, guys. I think this guy's a PolyMC hater. Okay, so what the fuck is Prism Launcher? What's going on here, big guy? Don't worry, guys. Luckily, the situation is way more simple to follow, okay? Lenny McLennington, okay? You guys remember this guy? He ended up being one of the main founders of PolyMC, okay? So he has pretty much complete control over the project. This situation has already been talked about. I'd recommend Brody's video here. Basically, out of nowhere, Lenny removes PolyMC's code of conduct, and then he literally kicks everyone off the project. So here's the before, and then here's the after. Everyone's gone. Think about it, guys. What would lead a man to killing his own project? Well, if you look at his commit message here, he says, reclaim PolyMC from the leftoids. That's right, guys. We're going to kick out everybody that contributes to the project in order to own the libs, okay? So yeah, obviously this looks really scary, okay? One dev just like going rogue, going crazy, going sicko mode, going skibbity. Based? Paste? Paste? Based? So yeah, obviously Lenny looked super unhinged, okay? And so all of the people that he kicked out of the PolyMC project started the Prism Launcher project, okay? Guys, hopefully we've reached the end of the autism saga. Thank you all for watching.